Governor Mohammed Umar Bago of Niger State has spoken in support of a statement by Mr. Peter Obi and has said that it is a shame that Nigeria is receiving food donations from war-torn Ukraine. Mr. Bago stated this on Tuesday at the Leadership Awards ceremony held at Transcorp Hilton, Abuja, where he and Obi were awardees. While describing the former Anambra State governor as his boss, Bago said, "My boss, you are very right on what you said, or what you have said. We have no reason to be poor. People may not like you, but they must hear you. What you say is the gospel truth. It is time we tell ourselves the basic truth. We need to feed ourselves. It is a shame for people like Ukraine in war to be giving us food. Nigeria needs to be productive. You cannot be out of poverty unless you start to produce. I am not an advocate of handouts and palliative. I don't believe in it. By June, I will be giving out 100,000 tons of grains. A few days ago, the Niger governor, a member of the APC, had received 500 large capacity tractors, 500 harvesters of varying capacities, 1,000 various agricultural and irrigation equipment and farm implements, which he purchased. Last week, Mr. Peter Obi had described Ukraine's humanitarian food assistance to Nigeria as a national disgrace while tackling the country's leadership. Mr. Obi wondered why a country officially prosecuting a brutal war of national survival with its powerful neighbor, Russia, has enough food to share with a country endowed with all needed human and natural resources and is officially at peace. While pondering on this, the former Anambra State governor added, "It is disheartening that our once economically confident nation, blessed with vast arable land and abundant natural resources, now relies on a war-torn Ukraine for food assistance. The national disgrace stems from years of leadership failure, necessitating urgent reflection and a reordering of our national priorities and resources management and allocation. Instructively, Ukraine, with a population of 43 million on 603,728 kilometers square, outshines northern Nigeria, covering 744,249 kilometers square, with a young, energetic population exceeding 100 million people. In 2015, Ukraine's GDP per capita was $2,125 compared to Nigeria's $2,680. By 2022, despite being at war, Ukraine's GDP per capita exceeded $4,000, while Nigeria's regressed to $2,184. Ukraine cultivates over 60,000 of its arable land, whereas Nigeria has over 60% uncultivated arable land. All those ones who are coming to defend this nonsense, they don't get shame. That is why this country is like this. Just because of their selfish interests. Some people will tell you that it's because of insecurity. If it's insecurity, why can't you deal with it? But they are not even making any effort to make sure that people go back to farm. Nobody's saying that. But they're pursuing Binance people, pursuing BDC and all of those nonsense, looking for who to tax here and there. They are leaving the substance and going after shadows. Don't take it far. They were both in the banking sector. I don't think any string is attached. Until we tell ourselves the truth, our solution cannot come. APC government of the last 8 years in Nigeria was a disaster and big disgrace. Tinubu, sit up and do something urgently to worsen the situation, right? You are seeing someone that's told what he can never handle. You are expecting him to do something meaningful with it. It is going to be by magic. Now in mandate. Thank God the food will be only supplies in North region, not in Southeast Biafra land. But Nigeria don't even know what is about to come. They will surely face it by fire by force when the time to pay back comes. Mr. Reno Mokre and Bayo Nonoga, una dey hear so? The man speaking is an executive governor and not Angus, unlike you. Unlike you people who will back at anything said against your principal. Follow this man. Okay? Until Nigerians come together and dismantle APC, our suffering will not stop. All the wicked men and women politicians have seen APC as a nest where evil is being brewed. Oh, wow. The issue is not even APC. We need to have a responsible... See, if you have a responsible person as a leader in any of this party, you are good to go. Because if you have another party, because there's that blood of rubbish in them, if you have another party that you don't have a good leader there, it's going to be the same thing. Even if you have this Labour Party we are talking about, if you bring somebody who is not no correct, at the end of the day, it will be the same thing. To me, it's not by party, it is the people. Like I always say, they should allow Igbo to go there again. They should allow Igbo to go there again, to go and to have their own their own take as the presidents, to be in the villa, to be presidents as well. If you have a useless person, nothing will happen. It will even be worse. You want to tell me that if you had somebody from even the southwest, a very reasonable person, you think the country will be like this? No, the country will not be like this now. When Shivajo was there, we know what happened. Is he not in APC? Is he not in APC? APC too now. But he may correct, but we know say now circumstance na crayfish na make na condition I make crayfish bend for Shivajo. So that is it. Yes. Will our Nigerian leaders ever learn and even to understand what the truth is? The foolish supporters will still open their mouths order to back up their unqualified presidents. Yes. Ukraine sent the food items to mock Nigeria leaders and they received the food items without shame. You know what their defense is? They say, oh no, they didn't go there to go and beg. Ukraine came to, they just gave them by themselves. Because they know something no get head and you collected it. Is that not mockery? That you didn't go there to beg, but they know you are hungry, but you collected it. Because if you really have enough, even if they will come and give you, you say no, say you don't need it. They won't even come. They won't, because they know that you will collect it. Because what you are supposed to do, you are not going to do it. The money you are supposed to do the right thing so that the people will feed well. They will not pocket that money, so they will collect anybody that can give them free so that they can give the people, so that they will be able to pocket the money they're supposed to use to do the needful for the people. That is just the way it is. You didn't go to beg, but they know you are hungry and you collected. It shows that you are hungry, that you cannot provide for yourself. In fact, it's really a shame that Ukrainian that is under war since have the capacity to feed. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.